Today I'm going to show you guys how very easy it is to make your own baby food at home. Making your own baby food is a lot healthier for baby. It helps to save money in the long run, and it gives you more peace of mind because you know exactly what it is that your baby is getting. I was able to make all the baby food for both of our kids, and it was a lifesaver. Now, today I'm just going to make applesauce because I have older kids. I have a 4-year-old and I have a 2-year-old, so I don't have to make baby food anymore. But the method that I use to make the applesauce can be used with any other vegetable that you can find for your baby. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Apples are part of the Dirty Dozen. Now the Dirty Dozen is a list of 12 foods that farmers use the most pesticides on. You'll want to try to get organic if possible of those 12 foods. Apples are one of them, carrots are another, the two things that the kids absolutely love. You want to try to get organic if possible. If you can't find organic, then make sure that you take the peel off and that you wash it really, really well before you move on to the next step. I buy organic. It's my kid's favorite. If your child is 8 months or younger, you want to make sure that you take the peel off whether it's organic or not, because it can upset their little tummies. So all we gotta do is you're gonna take the apples and you're gonna use the apple slicer. I'm going to cut up all the apples. Now that all the apples are cut up, I put them in the colander so I can wash them. I found it goes a little bit quicker if you cut them up first and then wash them in the colander instead of washing them each individually. So let's go ahead and get these washed. Now, the method that I like to use for cooking the apples instead of boiling, because when you boil things in order to get them soft, then you lose a lot of the nutritional value. So instead, I have my very favorite Pioneer Woman pot with a steamer basket. So I'm going to put the apples in here. I already fill the bottom part with water. Steaming it is a whole lot healthier. Now, you don't have to do this step. I like to do this because it tastes more like regular applesauce. I like to add in some spices. So we have 3 different spices here that I like to use in my kids' applesauce. Of course, cinnamon is one of the ones that we like to use. And a little bit of ginger. And my favorite secret ingredient that I use is turmeric. Turmeric is very, very healthy, so I like to sneak it into my kids' diet whenever I can. So let's put it on here. Let me get a spoon. I'm going to mix it all together. Time to put it on the stove with the lid on it. I'm going to let it get nice and hot and let the apples get tender, so I'll see you again in a minute. Alright, so now the apples are nice and fork tender and they smell delicious. So you can either now use a regular blender, or like I like to use is an immersion blender. An immersion blender to me is a little bit quieter than a regular blender, so I can do this while baby is sleeping. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take some of the apples. I'm going to put it into the container that came with my immersion blender. There we go. They're still very hot. I just got them off the stove. That's about all it's going to fit for right now. Now, since if you do this for a little baby, then you're going to need to water it down a little bit. You can use filtered water, you can use breast milk, or you can use formula, whatever you'd rather use. My kids, I just use a little bit of filtered water. That way it's not so chunky. Alright, so I have my immersion blender. So all you do now is just put it in and just blend it up. Now we can add the rest of the apples. Now that's not so close to the top. There we go. Alright, let's add in the rest of these nice steamed pretty apples. There we go. Alright. Let's blend the rest of these up. There we go. It tastes really good. Love all the colors in here. And there we go. All done. Now for the kids, all I do is I just put it into a glass container. And they get it out for snacks or forever that they want. Now, if you're doing this for actual baby food, if you use apples or whatever kind of vegetable that you're making, you can actually use ice cube trays. Take the ice cube tray and you pour the liquid into there. Put it in the freezer for a while until they're really nice and really nice and frozen solid. Once they're frozen solid, then you can actually pop them out and put them in Ziploc bags, and you can label it with what it is and the date that you make it. So all you gotta do is just take out a cube or two when you want to defrost it for the baby's food for the next day. It's very simple, very easy, and I hope this was a little bit helpful, guys. See you later.